The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
All right, Coach, if you could open us up with a statement about this game in general.
As I told the girls down there afterwards, just how super proud I was of them and their effort. That's how tough we can be every game, and it was good to see it come out when we needed it in the second half. They were aggressive. We played hard, made some shots, fought after balls, the 50-50 balls, those kind of things, and that's what we needed to do, and I just couldn't be prouder of them and the senior leadership that we had for the season.
Coach, a lot of teams have kind of wilted when they fell behind double digits to Carson-Newman this year. You're down 15, yet your team makes a comeback. What was the key to that comeback for your group? Seniors.
Halftime, I didn't have to say much. It was kind of them. They just kind of, they kind of rallied everybody together and said, look, Carson-Newman wasn't having their best game either in the first half, if you look statistically. So this is our shot. What are we doing? What are we going to do about it? And they rallied them together, and they came out with that mentality, that attitude, and showed what they had.
You come back not once but twice. You're down to start the fourth quarter. I think it was a 9-point game. Yet you guys are able to come back. Madison Baggett had a really solid effort there, making a lot of jump shots. How key was she for you tonight?
Huge. She's been huge all year because you can call her Batman, but she has to play 40 minutes a game sometimes, whether it's at the 1 or the 2 spot. We've adjusted her a little bit, and believe it or not, all she eats is like chicken tenders, and she never gets tired. It's amazing. It's amazing. But she stepped in there and hit some big shots because she doesn't sway. She's not an emotional kid, so there's no highs or lows with her. She's just going to do her job. So,
Alexis, you've had a phenomenal career, but in this one, 12 points, 7 boards. Sometimes there are some mismatches. You were having to guard a more athletic player. What was the key in your eyes for your defense today against a high-scoring CN team?
Basically to do my job and to box out. They have probably like the best rebounder, offensive rebounder on the team, number 1. And I made it my goal, Coach. We talked about it. We have a goal set for you. Anytime I have a goal in mind, I always want to accomplish that. And they set a goal for me, saying that I want you to lessen the amount of rebounds that she offensively. So it doesn't matter if you get your rebounds or your points or whatever it is. Just make sure that when that shot goes up, you find her and you box her out. And I just gave it all that I have. And I didn't care if I got the rebound as long as my teammate got the rebound. Then I feel like I did my job.
I think you've been to the tournament 4 times in your career. How do you sum up your time in an Anderson uniform?
I sum it up as unforgetful, because every year has been like an emotional year for me. Coming from my freshman year where nobody knew about me, to busting my butt, to coming to regionals for about 4 years straight, and then to this moment right here where everybody looks up to me and I'm like the grad. They call me grandma on the team. It's just just a way of seeing my growth. And I feel like from my previous coach to him right here, it's like they've always had my back. And they always saw more than I actually saw in myself. So I actually thank JB for giving me an opportunity to come back and to join the group and to show everybody I'm not out. I have a lot more to give to my team, and my team turned around and be like, well, if you're coming back, then we're coming back with you, and we're coming back 10 times harder, and that's what got us to this point today.
Coach, for you lose one of the best players this league has seen in a long time, but you bring some players back. What's the mentality for you entering the offseason with some, for the second straight year, getting back to the tournament for you as a coach?
It's exciting. Obviously, we told our girls downstairs we got to make sure we come back not as an 8 seed. That's the next step. Don't be the 8th seed. You got to do your work early so you get a nice little positioning, and you're not having to open up with that number 1 team on their home court. And that will help. But to Lex's credit, she came off an ACL tear from last year. 3rd game in where she was averaging 20 and 12, and it's taken from you just like that. And how hard she worked afterwards, and talking to the players that, you're not going to replace someone like her. He's just not going to do it. Statistically, you look in all the record books, that's where her name's at. So you're not going to do that. But there's opportunity for people to step up and give it their all to try to make their own legacy. And that's what they got to do. And we talked about that in the locker room a little afterwards. And, proud of our upperclassmen, but our underclassmen, ones that maybe either did or didn't get minutes, your time is next. What are you going to do over the summer? Hold this in a little bit, how frustrated you were that it was right there. So when you're tired and you're not wanting to run or not wanting to do your workouts or whatever, that's what brings you back and keeps you motivated.